Find the skull rustler. Save Safi. Hopefully. And my best leads are Lucas Colmenero and the Abraxas Society. Vin's the head honcho of Abraxas. I could start with him. Maybe I should do a little digging into Gwen Hunter, too. She was acting pretty odd earlier. Time to start asking questions. Whoever fucked with Safi's car isn't just gonna out themselves. This world's Vin also seems to enjoy an audience.
And, don't get cute, either. You find it, you bring it right back to me. Well, go! Find it! Undergrads, am I right?
Like you were never young.
Young, yes. Dumb, maybe. Insufferable, never.
Never is certainly a word. You lose something?
Mostly my patience.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah. Cute banter, barely restrained sexual tension, etc. I'm busy, Max. Another time.
Wow. Okay.
What does Vin have them looking for?
Let's say I find your missing patience.
Then I wouldn't be busy anymore, would I?
Like an exfil. They have our man and he knows too much.
Hey, shh.
Huh? Oh.
Diamond's in Abraxas. Maybe she knows what Vin is looking for. Waiting for someone, Diamond?
Mm-hmm. Moses. He asked me to help him carry snacks back to the lab, but I guess he forgot.
Isn't that kinda menial for a TA?
So my job is menial now?
I didn't.
I'm fucking with you. Nah, Moses probably just got distracted. Off polishing his new telescope.
If it were anyone but him, I'd ask if that was a euphemism. Those Abraxas kids are really staring, huh?
That one on the left is super into me. I danced with him once at a club last week.
Him?
I mean, I was just looking to dance. If I wanted more, he would not be my first choice. Besides, they're on the clock for Vin now. Probably trying to catch me in unabraxas-like behavior.
Why are they focused on you?
Vin's shook. I'm an actual threat to his reign, and he can't abide competition.
I think Vin's lost something. It's clearly rattled him. I'll, go ask the goon squad.
Good call.
don't think good cop, bad cop is going to be the way to... Oh.
What did Vin put these guys up to?
Oh, yeah. I don't think good...
Hey, so Diamond told me she doesn't feel comfortable with you two staring at her. You tell me what Ven's looking for, and I won't tell him you're skeeving on a fellow Abraxas member. Good talk.
There has to be some way I can hear what they're saying without them catching
Vin
me.
seems really distracted. Whatever he lost must be important.
Vin's
Passcode or facial recognition to unlock it? I'm not sure. Why? Well, if it's a passcode, Diamond can probably find a way into it. Ah, shit. Good point.
Holy shit. Someone took Vin's phone? And they think it was Diamond. I can use this.
Kick us out of Abraxas. But when we find it, he'll have to move us up the ranks, right?
So, if you're wondering why those Abraxas kids are eyeballing you, it's 'cause someone stole Vin's phone.
Seriously? They think it was me? The clownery! Of course they do. Of course.
I take it I was right to assume they're full of shit.
Always a safe assumption. But if you find out who did it, tell them I owe them a drink.
You don't exactly strike me as the typical, Abraxan.
In the Vin Lang mold? God, no. But the org itself has potential. If we could just get him away from it.
The Ven Lang mold seems pretty resilient, Diamond.
Everything does, Max. Until it isn't.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Diamond.
And hey, if you talk to Vin again, tell him the only thing I'm taking from him is his crown.
It's freezing. I can't believe you dragged me outside for this.
First of all, they're way too big to be normal. And secondly, look at those toes. They're all sorts of fucked.
That's because they aren't toes, genius. They're claws. These are classic bird tracks. Can we go now? I want to get back home before this edible kicks in.
If Vin stops focusing on Diamond, maybe he'll answer some questions. So, Bad news, I'm not sure who took your phone. Good news, it wasn't Diamond.
Holy shit. You figured all that out with, like, 0 clues?
I just knew who to ask. And how. So, about my question.
I'm free Tuesday after 7, and I'm partial to a Japanese single malt.
That's whiskey?
Yes, but damn, do I have so much to teach you. So your place or mine?
Cute. And at least a little tempting. But that's not what I was going to ask.
Ooh, no fun.
So, someone fucked up Sophie's car. They didn't take anything, but they used a cow skull to do it.
Jesus. Max, that's crazy. Is she okay?
She's fine. Who would do something like that, though?
You mean who in Abraxas would?
I didn't say that.
No, but it's what you meant, isn't it? Anytime some nonsense happens on campus, people trip over themselves accusing Abraxas. Vandalism, destruction of property, that's beneath us, Max. We're performers.
Certainly seemed performative.
And anonymous. What would even be the point? And besides, how do you even get a cow skull through a windshield?
Hold on. I didn't say anything about our windshield.
Wild, right?
I'd love to keep chatting and freezing my balls off, but I've got a phone to find.
And if I need to reach you?
I'll end up in my office eventually.
Other suspects had the sense to stay indoors.
What the?
Note to self, avoid this bush. I can probably find Gwen in her office. And I think Lucas has a habit of working over by the cafe.
Alexa.
Jeez, Lucas looks exhausted. Too bad. I've got questions.
Max. Sorry. Busy. Need something?
Actually,
Catherine. I've been waiting for an hour. No, just put Robbie on. Oh, sure. I'm only the boy's father. Who fucking cares, right? How can you say...
Whoa. Adds a whole new meaning to nuclear family. If Lucas has it out for Safi, there might be something incriminating in that case. Is that an email? Dated December 5th. That's when Safi's car was vandalized. I need to get in that briefcase. instant lock opening powers would be great. In the meantime, I have to find that key. His notes are... No wonder his classes are always full.
That's ludicrous. Yes, I was a shitty father in the past.
I understand this crime involved a biohazard? One night, as I was closing the turtle, I went...
He's not gonna be off the phone anytime soon, is he?
Can you give me a second? Surely another minute and a half isn't going to taint the building with my presence.
Just leave everything behind, Professor. You won't need any university materials.
Yeah, but I do need my car keys if you want me to leave the campus, don't I? Think.
You're not to return to Caledon property before the hearing, under penalty of law.
I know how this works. You don't need to read me my rights.
Just doing my job, Professor.
That'll go over great in Nuremberg. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. I told Yasmin already that none of it's true. She knows it's fucking bullshit.
Wow.
This is all
I
just
guess
some kind
something
of crazy
screwy is
mix-up
going
that-
down here, too. But at least... Yeesh. I wonder what that was about.
Hey, Rocky.
Going to the Nationals. Your grandfather would...
2 Lucases and 2 briefcases means 2 keys.
Robbie, I got a split. Uh-huh. I love you too, buddy.
Weird. This
Yup.
Lucas seems
You
to be
bet.
on great terms with his family.
Hey. Bye.
Lucas.
Max. It's been a hard day. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a lot of stuff. All tangled together. It's hard to parse.
When my dad passed, well, grief is an easy country to get lost in.
No matter how many times you visit. That's a lot of books.
A lot of my book. Signed copies for the Burlington Book Expo. They invited me to deliver the keynote this year. Have you seen the standee they put up of me?
Can't say I have.
Huh. Yeah, I might have to reposition it then. The standards for the expo have really declined over the years. We've had a lot of mediocre visitors.
Yikes, this dude can talk.
It's a shame.
How am I
But
gonna
even
get that
after
key?
years and years and years, people still love the characters.
Oh, crap. I forgot. What time is it? I have to go give something to Moses, before his class. Good luck with the book expo.
Huh. I'd really hate if something happened to this. Now, what can I use to do some permanent damage? So this Gwen just got escorted out by security, while Dead World Gwen is having hushed phone calls about the police and trying to break into locked bookcases. Time to snoop like I've never snooped before. No, not yet. I doubt I'll ever get a chance to look around Gwen's office like this again.
I thought it high time I caught up with you. What could this place be? Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Mm-hmm. Utterly unique. This is simply fascinating. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed? You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Sir? How quaint. I am Savos Aran, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Archmage when I was but an apprentice here. But that was a great many years ago. before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and it disappeared entirely. Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. Very well. I trust that you wouldn't be here were it not significant. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful. All right then.
There you are. I've been trying to find you. I just wanted to let you know that Ancano's been asking about you. I think he's looking for you. I'm not sure. Just, well, mind what you tell him, all right? Between the two of us, there are rumors about him. That this advisor position he has is a sham, an excuse. That what he's really doing is spying for the Thalmor, trying to feed them information. Whether it's true, I can't say. But it never hurts to be a little suspicious, does it? You're welcome. Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. All right, then.
Huh?
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.
As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about? Wait. Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. I know. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn.
Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that. He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself. Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what... I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses, and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ah, you think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Until next time.
You there. I have questions for you. You were in Sarthol, yes? It has come to my attention that something was found there. I know full well that you have. Please do not insult my intelligence. Tolfdir is still there now, is he? I shall expect a full report when he returns. Something was discovered in Sarthol that was significant enough that Tolfdir sent a new member of the college alone to deliver word. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
You look a bit peaked. You sure you shouldn't be home in bed?